What is going on, Knicks fans? Welcome back to Knicks Media. The Knicks take care of business on the road in Orlando with the final score of 100-91. Jalen Brunson, 30-plus. Double-double for Cat. Wasn't just your ordinary double-double. It was a 2020 double-double. The Knicks get a much-needed win after they fell to the Atlanta Hawks in the NBA Cup at Madison Square Garden Wednesday night. So we're back in the win column after a little mini break, if you will. These last few days has been long since we saw the Knicks lose to the Hawks. And, man, this was a much-needed win, in my opinion, going up against a really good team in the Orlando Magic. And we saw a really good game from Jalen Brunson, Josh Hart, and the boys. I'm excited to break down this game. You guys let me know your thoughts right now, Knicks Nation, in the comments down below, because we went up against a team that is very good defensively, right? And, a team that we've been playing pretty well against so far this season. And I feel like you look at the standings, the Orlando Magic are right there with us, and the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Boston Celtics, and the Knicks have to make sure they win these games early on in the season to get the tiebreaker as we go into the back end of the NBA season. So, folks, don't forget to like the video and comment your biggest takeaways of the Knicks W over the Orlando Magic. Let's get straight into it, man. First and foremost, got to talk about JB, Jalen Brunson. He was coming off a really unfortunate game against the Hawks, man. He did not step up to the plate as the captain in a, pressure game in the NBA Cup. Had, 14 points, got locked down. He needed to kind of bounce back and kind of remind the people that he still got it. And no one's questioning if Jalen Brunson got it or anything, but when you come off a game like that, you know what Jalen Brunson does. His mentality is like no one else. He is going to improve his game. He is going to level it all up. And that's exactly what he did tonight. You see the highlights on your screen now. He cat yammed it down, assisted by Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson was phenomenal tonight, man. 8 of 18 from the field, 4 of 8 from downtown, efficient from the free throw line, getting to the free throw line 14 times, hitting 11 of the 14. 31 total points, 5 assists for Jalen Brunson, and this is what you have to see, man. Coming off that game against the Hawks, he needed to wield this Knicks team to victory. That's exactly what they did. The Knicks overall, they shot 42% from the three-point line tonight. Did not shoot a lot of threes, but they hit them when they needed to the most. 10 of 24 from downtown in tonight's game. 80% from the free throw line, 46% from the field. And I feel like what this game told me when it comes to Karl-Anthony Towns, he leads the NBA in rebounds, by the way, if you guys did not know that. And Cat just went out there and got 22 points and 22 rebounds and 5 assists. We cannot take for granted what Karl-Anthony Towns is doing for this Knicks team. 7 of 7 from the free throw line. This man is an absolute monster on the glass. I knew he was good at rebounds, like when we got him, but I did not know he was this good, okay? I believe he averaged like 8 or 9 or 10 rebounds for his career, but what is he averaging? Well over like 11, 12, 13 rebounds this season. I mean, unbelievable stuff. Rebounding is a key piece of the Tom Thibodeau system, and he's getting offensive rebounds for second chance looks. He's getting the defensive rebounds, which secures the, of course, defensive possession. So shout out to Karl-Anthony Towns. Mikal Bridges had a solid night tonight. 17 points. Great to see him offensively working and grooving. OG Anunoby only had 7 points, but that's all good because his defense was absolutely very important in this game as usual. Josh Hart, 12, 5 and 5. You saw that little Ant 1 staring down the Magic player like, what was this guy? What does this guy want from me, right? Deuce McBride with a cool 7 off the bench. Precious with 4 off the bench. And Cameron Payne put up 2 rebounds and 2 assists in 10 minutes off the bench. So this was a big game for the Knicks for a lot of different reasons, like I mentioned earlier, because, when you get embarrassed like that, and you allow Trae Young to roll the dice on the Knicks court, and, it's a big talking point around the NBA right now, they had to come back out there and beat a team that now the Knicks are tied in the standings with, by the way. The Knicks are, 16-10 on the season, I believe, and I think that they needed to get this job done, and that's exactly what they did. So you guys let me know in the comments your biggest takeaways from this game. Now, the Knicks got a few, important games coming up. We're in Minnesota on Thursday, so we got another mini little break here because it is the middle of the NBA Cup and the Knicks are not involved in it. The next time the Knicks will be playing is Thursday, late Thursday night at 9:30 p.m. EST on TNT against the Minnesota Timberwolves. It'll be Karl-Anthony Towns' homecoming. And then on Saturday, we got the Pelicans on the road, and we got to take care of business against the Pelicans. And the Knicks' schedule to finish off the month of December is pretty light. So I'm really hopeful that the Knicks can string together some wins, separate themselves as one of the top dogs in the Eastern Conference. I want them to be the top in the top 3 for the rest of the season, right? You got the Magic that's like flirting with them and right there at, the 3rd and 4th spot. It's the Knicks, Cavs, and Celtics I want to be the top 3. And eventually we'll love to go on a run and get to that, 2nd seed even, right? I mean, we're 5 games behind Boston, 6 games behind Cleveland. There's a lot of game left in this season, of course. It's a young season for this Knicks team, and they're just getting started. And the Knicks needed to bounce back. If they fell in this game, I promise you, knowing Knicks fans, there would have been a sense of hitting the panic button, right? Losing to the Hawks the way that we did and then losing to Orlando on the road. People would have started panicking, but that's not the case here. The Knicks are the ones to get the job done. They're 7-3 in their last 10 games. The Knicks are just getting started, all right, in my opinion. I think that as the end of the month progresses, I think when the new year of 2025 kicks in, that's where we're going to see this Knicks team play at their full potential and start going crazy like we've seen them these last few years under Tom Thibodeau. So again, folks, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Hit the like button. Let's go, Knicks. Man, I love this Knicks team, man. Love watching them ball. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out and have a great rest of your night. Peace. Let's go, Knicks.